My wife thought she won the lottery. It was a prank ticket. She screamed, "I'm rich. I'm finally leaving you and the kids." I replied, "Look at the ticket again." When she saw it was fake, she laughed. "I was just joking." I replied, "I wasn't." Then I handed her the divorce papers I kept in the safe. Her face turned ghost white. I never imagined my marriage of 12 years would end because of a scratch-off ticket. But looking back, maybe it was never about the ticket. Maybe it was about everything that had been boiling beneath the surface for months, maybe years, while I tried to convince myself things were just a phase. Anyway, here I am, sitting at my dining table 2 days after the disaster, typing this out because I still can't fully process what the hell happened. I'm Aaron, 39M. My soon-to-be ex-wife is Brooke, 37F. We have 2 kids, Lily, 10, and Mason, 8. I always thought we were a normal suburban family. Mortgage, school lunches, occasional Starbucks fights, the usual. I work as an operations lead at a freight company. Brooke works part-time at a dental clinic. We're not rich, not poor, just your standard American middle-class family, trying to keep up. Or at least I thought we were. Brooke changed sometime last year, almost like she got infected by social media envy or something. One day she'd be fine. The next she'd scroll through Instagram looking at other moms doing yoga on some tropical beach, or couples buying $90,000 cars just because, and she'd sigh like she was starring in some tragic movie. Then she started saying things like, "Why don't we have a nicer car?" Or, "Everyone we know vacations at the coast. Why can't we?" And I'd tell her the truth, because those people are drowning in debt or inherited money, or simply have different lives. But she didn't want logic. She wanted escape. That was when the lottery obsession started. First a couple scratch-offs here and there for fun, then more, then way more. It escalated until she was buying 10 to 15 tickets per draw, every single week. She joked about jackpot fantasies, and at first I laughed at her like any normal couple would. But her fantasies got darker, more selfish. She'd talk about what she'd do when she won, not if, and none of it included us. She'd talk about quitting her job, buying a condo in Florida, traveling the world, hiring nannies so she didn't have to deal with responsibility. She even joked once, except it never felt like a joke, that she'd send Lily and Mason some boarding school so she could finally breathe. I told her to stop saying crap like that around the kids. She'd roll her eyes and say, "Relax, Aaron. They know I'm joking." But the thing is, I don't think she was joking. Not really. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago. My neighbor, a prank-loving dude named Chad, gave me one of those novelty scratch-off tickets. You know the ones. Looks legit. Says you've won money. Then at the bottom it says, "This is a joke, not a real ticket." I shoved it in my wallet, forgot about it, never planned to use it on Brooke, because I knew she was obsessed. Saturday morning rolls around. Brooke's at the kitchen table with her coffee and her stack of lottery tickets, doing her usual ritual of scratching, checking, cursing, sighing. The kids were in the living room watching cartoons. I was at the stove flipping pancakes. When I reached for my wallet to see if I had a coupon, the damn fake ticket fell out. I stared at it, and I swear to you, something inside me, maybe exhaustion, maybe curiosity, said, "Just put it on the counter." I placed it near her pile and went back to cooking. She noticed it, thought it was one of hers, and scratched it. I heard her breath hitch. Then again. Then louder. "Oh my God! Oh my God! Aaron!" She shot to her feet, like she'd been electrocuted. Lily and Mason ran in, because Brooke was yelling like she'd won the Nobel Prize. I won. I really won. She waved that stupid ticket over her head like a golden ticket from Willy Wonka. I forced a smile and asked, "How much?" Her hands shook. 50,000. I won $50,000. And then she did the thing that killed everything inside me in one blow. She turned to our kids, our innocent 10 and 8-year-olds who adore their mom, and said with this pure, unfiltered excitement, "I'm rich. I'm finally leaving you and the kids. I'm free. No more stressing, no more bills, no more boring life." Mason's face fell instantly. Lily's eyes welled up. They looked at me like they'd just watched their mom morph into a stranger. And Brooke? She didn't even notice. She was too busy fantasizing out loud. I'll buy a condo in Miami. Maybe I'll get a convertible. Oh my God, I'm done with this life. I'm out. That was the moment something in me quietly snapped. Not out of anger, out of clarity. I let her finish her little dance. Then I calmly said, Brooke, look at the ticket again. She frowned, annoyed like I was interrupting her victory lap. But she looked, and I watched her expression go from joy to confusion to blind rage as she realized it was fake. What the hell is this? She screamed. I shrugged. A novelty ticket. She stared at me like I had personally ended her life plans. Then she laughed, this pathetic, forced laugh. Oh, come on, babe. I was just joking. Obviously, I wouldn't actually leave you guys. She tried to hug the kids. They stepped back. That hurt me more than anything. Lily said, Mom, why would you say that? Brooke kept babbling excuses. You guys know I didn't mean it. I was just excited. But she did mean it. She had meant it for months. She'd been fantasizing about leaving long before a scratch-off gave her an excuse. I walked to the hallway, opened the safe, and pulled out the manila envelope my lawyer helped me prepare, just in case. I prayed I'd never need it. I returned to the kitchen and handed it to her. She opened it, and she froze. Aaron, what is this? Divorce papers, I said. Prepared 2 weeks ago. I'll have them filed within 48 hours. Her face drained of color. She whispered, You can't be serious. I'm dead serious. You just told our kids you wanted to abandon them. And the only thing that changed your mind was finding out the money wasn't real. She tried everything, blaming stress, blaming excitement, blaming me, even blaming the kids for taking it too seriously. I told her to pack a bag. She left crying harder than I've seen in years. She drove to her sister's house 2 hours away. She's been calling nonstop, texting, apologizing, promising she didn't mean what she said. But here's the truth. People don't say things like that unless a part of them believes it. And she didn't just say it. She screamed it with joy. My kids heard it. They felt it. Mason asked me that night, Daddy, is Mom coming back? I said something gentle, something about grown-up problems. And he said, It's okay if she doesn't. She doesn't like us anyway. That broke me. Lily asked, Did Mom ever love us? And I said adults can love you and still lose sight of what matters. But inside, I wondered too. I've already contacted a child counselor. My lawyer says Brooke's meltdown will make custody straightforward. I'm not trying to take the kids away out of spite. I'm trying to protect them from instability. The house is quieter now, calmer. No more lottery tickets. No more bitterness. No more comparisons to Instagram fantasies. Just me and my kids, rebuilding. It hurts. God, it hurts more than I can explain. But it also feels like stepping out of a storm you didn't know you were standing in. Brooke keeps saying we can fix this, that it was just a bad moment. But a bad moment doesn't make you scream happily about abandoning your children. A bad moment doesn't reveal months of resentment and selfishness. A bad moment doesn't expose the truth. It confirms it. The fake ticket showed me who she really was when she thought she had a way out. And the scariest part? She didn't hesitate. Tomorrow I'm taking Lily and Mason for ice cream. Not to celebrate the divorce. Not because our family is broken, but because we're finally stepping into a life where the three of us are wanted. And sometimes the greatest gift isn't winning the lottery. It's realizing the person you thought was your partner was a real gamble all along.